Good morning. We are in Chef Fecker's kitchen with Master Chef Michael Fecker from Il Mito. Good morning, Chef.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, Milwaukee. Brittany just said it's so hot out there. With you and I standing in the studio, you can imagine it's 180, everybody. It is so hot. Well,
What are we cooking today?
we are doing some beautiful blue marlin. Blue marlin, which is a loin fish, is very much like swordfish or very much like tuna. And what we're going to do, we're going to create a beautiful marinade for this. I'm going a little bit to Asia here for these flavors. We're going to have...
We're going traveling.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Global cuisine, baby, in Milwaukee with Fecker. Right here, we have some ginger that I used the microplaner to grate a little bit. We're going to put a little bit of lemon zest in here. And some of the lemon zest I'm going to use later as garnish. Some Thai basil that's going in here as well. The difference between Thai basil and sweet Italian basil is this has a little bit of citrusy flavor to it. And there are smaller leaves, and the Italian sweet basil is very sweet and very basil-y. So, hey, it's a basil. It's supposed to be basil-y. What's wrong with you, chef? And then we're going to put a little bit of garlic here. You can put it chopped. And by the way, if you don't have a small little Cuisinart or food processor as such, you're more than welcome to use a blender and blend all of this. Another thing that you're going to download this recipe off of fox6now.com and Wake Up Fecker's Kitchen. The beauty of this recipe is that this recipe is completely magnificent for chicken, pork, turkey, any white meat is going to be beautiful.
I like when you cook things on the show that can be used for several different kinds of meats.
Everywhere.
Okay.
And of course, as a hair-doing thing, it's wonderful as well. Drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. And next, we need a little bit of salt. Instead of salt, we're going to use a little bit of soy sauce and balsamic vinegar combined.
I like your little cup there, too. Very Asian-esque.
That's right. Hey. And some rice wine vinegar. You do not have rice wine vinegar, white balsamic. You do not have white balsamic rice wine. They're going to give you the same components and flavors.
Okay.
Then we're going to blend this together.
So we can do it in a blender, but it's just easier.
Absolutely, absolutely,
okay.
Absolutely. I have this. Now, these days, you buy a Cuisinart or a food processor. It has a smaller attachment with it, so you can use it for that. Then what we are going to do, Ben, would you please give me those tongs?
Yeah, sure.
You see how well he knows what tongs are? He's the bomb. We're going to put the fish right in here. It's a self-closing bag, and what we're going to do is make sure that you remove the blade first, otherwise it's going to go everywhere. And we're going to gently place it in the bag. We're not going to dump it.
All right.
Correct yourself, Ben, please. It's going to go
He knows me too well.
That's
he knows
right.
me too well.
Now,
you see my kitchen.
Oops. What a catch. What a catch.
That was good. That was like you were dribbling that.
That's
like
right.
a basketball.
Now, this one is very important. When you're going to close the bag, do not close it from the top. Fold it first so you get the air out.
Okay.
That way the marinade touches the surface of the fish and it marinates perfectly.
That's what you told us, right? The air will just make it not soak in as well?
Exactly. It keeps the separation between the meat. And this is it's going to go in the refrigerator on a plate. So again, if it drips, it doesn't make a mess.
You want me to put that back there for you?
Please, would you?
You can keep cooking.
Hey,
this is what I'm good at.
Hey, this is what I'm all about. Now, let's start our supporting cast here. We got some Brussels sprouts that I'm going to roast for you. So, welcome back, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you. Yeah, drizzle of extra virgin olive oil again in the pan, and we are going to move the pan around.
Make sure it gets everywhere.
Hot pan, cold oil, and your ingredients won't stick.
Okay.
So we're going to add the Brussels sprouts.
I love your Brussels sprouts.
Another thing that we're going to add for a little bit of sweetness is going to be some brown sugar.
Okay.
I love maple syrup in this recipe, so Wisconsin maple syrup would be magnificent. I'm just using something that everybody has in their pantry. If you have maple syrup, use maple syrup.
Okay,
this is going to be tossed quickly. Remember we talked about that ginger that went in the marinade? We're going to bring a little bit of ginger in here as well. And you see nothing is falling off until you do this. Boom. Now it's done. Now it's done, baby. Trick. That's correct. Then could you also give me a little bit of that white wine right in here?
Just dump it in. Tell me when.
That's perfect.
More?
Beautiful. No, that's good. That's good. And why did we put the wine? To create some steam. So it's going to cook the Brussels sprouts in the process. At the same time, when it's reduced and if the alcohol is evaporated, it's going to give you a beautiful citrusy glaze to everything that we have created here. When we come back, you're going to see Chef Fecker and more food, baby, right here on Fox.
That looks great. Of course, you can always get these at fox6now.com. Follow along at home. Join us. 8:22. Good morning. We'll be right back.